We're now moving on to short stories, science fiction short stories, and you'll be reading four short stories in this unit. So the four stories are Ray Bradbury's The Pedestrian, Kurt Vonnegut's Harrison Burger, Ursula Le Guin's Vaster Than Empires, and Octavia Butler's Blood Child. These are all a diverse group of science fiction writing, and I think you'll enjoy reading them. So you'll first read each one and do a journal of each one, and then while reading them, just try to figure out which one are you kind of most in tune with, which one is kind of piquing your interest the most, and then you want to try to really focus in on what is the philosophical question that's being asked through the literature. The best way to kind of do that first is kind of figure out what's the topic that the writer is kind of writing about. They could be writing about, technology perhaps. And so then, well, what's the philosophical question they're asking about technology? They could be talking about equality. And so what's the philosophical question they're asking about equality? They could be talking about human empathy, or they could be talking about gender. And so each time you read a story, kind of figure out and focus in on what's the topic and then what's the philosophical question more specifically they're asking about that to us. And even though science fiction is about oftentimes an alternate universe or a future place or someplace other than here, I find that all of these works are actually trying to reflect back on us right now. They're asking us to think about what's happening now, actually, in a sense, by talking about the future or an alternate reality or an alternate history. Okay, so after doing that, you can go ahead and think about how you're going to attack this essay, and maybe even considering that, big question that you're asking about the work, you could think about even starting to outline that out. This is the second timed essay, so you're going to be using Proctorio again, and then if it's turned off for you, don't worry, just go ahead and take the exam. I require that you have one clean proctoring of this, so while it may or may not be turned off, just go ahead and use it if you need to, but if it's not turned on, don't worry, and just go ahead and take the exam. And then you have a certain amount of time to go ahead and then finish writing that out. So, okay, this is a quick video to introduce you to science fiction short stories and the next unit. Get to work.